Hello, me again, and I have to, this is in addition to the video that I posted. I'll save this for the next day, but literally, after I made that video this morning, I listened to a guy that I've been listening to for quite a number of years, not all the time, but he's been in the space for, probably 8 years or longer, and he's got a channel, and his channel is the Modern Investor. So that's what you would search on YouTube, and it's his mornings post. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Oh, we got too much reflection. Let's see. So the Modern Investor is something about $1 billion, Bitcoin $1 billion, right? So it's a 42-minute video, and he basically goes into a rant about the slow progress of technology that's been held back from we the people, right? It's the controlling entities, corporations, you name it, and government is certainly part of it, but the powers that be, will say, right? He goes into a rant about how it's just been dribbled out, and then he goes into the fact that all the wealthy people, that's what's happening right now, folks, is that the wealthy people, the BlackRocks, all those individuals, they are piling in the Bitcoin. They are spending millions and billions of their money. And what this is designed for, this protocol, this, this thing that's out there, it's designed for, all of humanity. We're talking, all the folks all around the globe, that it's an instrument that has no biases. It has no nothing barring people from everywhere. And the 4 billion people, right, he uses that term, of people that have no access to any sort of investment or a savings account, because our money keeps getting debased, right? They just keep thinning it out. And that's what I talked about. Hopefully you went and looked at what the fuck, right, happened in 71. But he goes into a rant talking about how it's the little people, it's everybody that's how what I've been doing is try to educate people and wake them up and say, here's something, people, you need to look at it. And Michelangelo, he made a statement that there's 3 types of people in the world. There's those that see once they're shown, and those that'll never see. So I don't claim myself as a seer, because I mean we all get shown at one point, but it's that objectivity. It's willing to look at something and gauge it on your own set of experiences and your worldview, and then digest it, right? It's like, and that's the evidence of what I just pointed you to. It's like, look at that, and if you can take it in and say, okay, I get we've never been taught about it, for one thing, right? Money. What is money? And there's a great other guy called Robert Breedlove. He's been doing a podcast with different people in the philosophical realm, spiritual realm, all of that, and it's called What is Money, right? Nobody's asked that question, and so it's like you could get lost. Not lost, it's going to educate you into that fundamental question of what is money. So I would recommend, listen to this for 40 minutes. What do you You invest that much time in yourself and your understanding, and you'll begin to see that here's an opportunity. It's not going anywhere. Again, I said that the risk is out of it. It's like, you know, I got in, there was a lot more risk back then than there is now, and it's like, especially with all the institutional adoption. So, and what people don't understand is that you can go buy $1 worth of Bitcoin. You can buy a quarter. So it's 1 point, right, is 1 Bitcoin. 1 point, add 8 zeros, or add 7 zeros and a 1. That 1 unit way at the end, it's 100 millionth. You get, like right now, I think you get maybe 400 of those units for a quarter. So it's still a bargain, folks. And just to have some, and I can guide, I can talk about how you acquire it and the best way. There's places now you can do it with no KYC, which is, you know, to go to an exchange and link a bank account. It's like they want to know everything about you. They want to know your name, birthday, driver's license, you name it. They want everything recorded. But there's avenues opening up now where it's like you can be totally anonymous, and you can put it into a wallet that's of your own keeping, and nobody knows that you have it, because there's no name tied to the address, which is how all the transactions in Bitcoin are done. It's just an address going to another address, and we're keeping track of a unit within this space, and that's all it is. And you have to self-custody. Don't leave it on an exchange, because that's where people lose, and where they get hacked is that an exchange is not really yours, right? You've done a transaction and they say you have it, but until you move it onto your own personal wallet, you don't really own it. Just like, you know, to buy paper or paper gold, paper silver, it's like you think you own silver. No, unless it's in your hand, it's called a bearer instrument, right? I bear this, so this is mine. And they have classified it as a property, just so you know. So, okay, that's all I want to say. That's my little rant. Go check out The Modern Investor. Look for his post from today, and today is the January 30th, 2025, and begin the journey. Because you're going to come through this through two means, two options. You're going to either come through work, which means you're going to educate, you're going to learn, you're going to spend, and you got to understand it. It's like, don't just, you know, toss it. Oh, I think maybe it's a gamble, right? No, this is not a gamble. Not if you're educated, if you understand it. So you chew on it. It's not rocket science. You know, we all adapted to cell phones when they came out. And we all learned, we went through that. Well, this is no different. It's like you're just learning a different verbiage. There's different words, right? It's like you just learn and you connect the dots. It makes sense, and then you dip your toe into the water, and now you're interested, right? You're invested. I mean, you've got some skin in the game. So now you pay attention. Okay, it means something, and then. I mean, they're saying 0.1 Bitcoin is going to be like generational wealth. It's going to change lives. So, okay, I guess I'll sign off. See you again. We'll continue the lessons, because we're just doing boat work out here. It's a nice day. I actually put on my first pair of shorts since, I don't know, mid-November. So, okay, over and out. Bye.